today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the National Football League.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quickly to the air is Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 66 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Again, it's Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room.
He's got him in. Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Wilson rolling to his right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's taking it right down Broadway. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
Spins past him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes this 35-0 now.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle, Achane.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Tua now on first down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Tua going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 1st down. Able to find his target here, Largent.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
From the gun, it's Walker.
A beautiful spin and room to run.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it is 42-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
On second down, Tua. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
They try and bring the pressure, but he still gets off a good one. This is taken at the 10. A good return there, 17 yards.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. On first down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Good job. How that boy stepping up, man.
So we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Tua sets up to pass it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A run straight ahead with Achane. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He'll buy some time right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now Wilson. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
Smith-Njigba with a grab.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, and
touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to at least get one score back.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
This is 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. There he goes left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, 45 yards. And the Seahawks add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last Chan hit, and the ball is out.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To the right side, this is Walker.
And oh, he spins past him and into space. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Wilson. And Walker has it. And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
To the 30-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game in an NFL.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Two and now on 1st down.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw to Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Beckham.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Tua to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now it's blocked. And the Seahawks have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
A spin. There he goes, right side. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To the right side and complete to Largent. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. This is caught.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try